Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of my bucket list day. So I'm heading out to pick up a few groceries for some breakfast and make some breakfast for Joanne. And while I'm doing that, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about this episode coming up here you're about to watch. So, as you all know, we went to the RV show and saw quite a bit there. And this is an RV that was requested by Sam, Karen, Jim, and a couple others. Forgive me, I don't remember everybody's names, but I think it was requested 5 or 6 times. And sorry, I'm holding the camera here while I'm driving. At any rate, we went to go see these Keystone Montanas. You guys all requested this. And I gotta say, we were impressed when we went to take a look at this. We met Colin, the GM, or one of the GMs, I think, at Keystone. Very informative young man, and he really knew his products. And hey, I finally found somebody that uses the word "so," just like I do, or as many times as I do. He starts a new sentence and he always says, "So, let me tell you about this," or "So, let me tell you about that." So I keep saying I'm the one that uses that a lot, but I found somebody else that does the same thing. So it's kind of funny to me. And you'll see in this video, it's there quite a bit. I apologize ahead of time. It is quite a longer video than I normally put out, but there was so much information there that Colin shared with us, and I wanted to make sure you guys had it. Now, I will admit, the content that we had recorded was a little over an hour, so I reduced it as much as I possibly could to provide you guys with all the great information about these RVs and Keystone. So be sure to stay tuned to the end, because there's kind of a surprise there with Joanne. I think you guys are going to laugh at this. We found something that really excited her. So stay tuned, sit back, and enjoy the review of this Keystone Montana. All right, all of you have been asking, or many of you have been asking, Jim and Sarah and Grady, and a lot of you have been asking to see the Montanas. So we're here with the man in charge, Colin, to tell us all about it.
Yes.
And Colin, introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm Colin Deckent, General Manager at Keystone RV, specifically over the Montana brand. We're here at the Tampa RV show. We're standing outside one of our luxury flagship products. This is our Legacy full body paint package. So you have a full exterior full body paint with our Legacy package on it. It includes additional upgraded options. Here at Montana, we have 3 different tiers that we do. We do the High Country, we do the Montana, and then we do the Montana Legacy package on top of that. So it brings in different price points. You will have different floor plans available on the High Country that you may or may not have on the Montana, and vice versa.
Got it.
So there's some variations for different price points and consumers' needs. So.
Okay, perfect. Why don't we start outside? Show us a few things about this unit.
Sure.
And some of the features that really sets you apart from your competition.
So first and foremost, when I tell the customers that we talk to, what's different about Montana is we're an incredibly consumer-driven product.
Okay.
So with having 100,000 customers out there on the road that are incredibly vocal on the things they like and don't like about RVing, we take that information and we let that be the narrative that drives change for the upcoming year.
Okay.
So case in point, we have the Montana Owners Rally that happens at the end of the summer. We spend an immense amount of time with the customers listening to all things that they would like to see changed, adjusted, and different.
Okay.
So when you drive your product based off of customer feedback, it generates the success. And that's why Montana's been the #1 selling full profile fifth wheel for the last 20 years.
Okay.
But some of those key features, some of the things you're not even going to see on Montana, when you go down and look underneath on the axles, we have the Gladiator axles that are 30% thicker walls on the steel structure casing on the walls than any other axle in the full profile fifth wheel market.
Okay.
Those are things you don't see, but that's the spin we have because we know it's going to aid in a better consumer experience for the customer.
Right.
There was those hidden behind the scenes features. Sure. We have that tire.
So what are they, forgive my interruption, they
Yeah.
rated, what are the axles rated at?
Yeah, your 7,000 pound axles.
7,000 pounds,
Yep.
okay.
And those Gladiators are standard on the High Country, Montana, or Legacy, depending on what the customer's looking to buy.
Are those drum or disc brakes?
So they're drum brakes, and then when you go to the Legacy package, that's part of that package. You get disc brakes.
Okay, good.
So yeah, lots of stopping power there with them, and typically those are some of our bigger floor plans that our customers are putting the Legacy package on, so it really helps aid in that. So down below we have, on Montana and Montana Legacy, we have the tire pressure monitoring system that's integrated into the tire. The difference that we did this year is, from a brand's perspective, is we did the tire pressure monitoring on all 5 tires. So the 4 that are on the ground and your spare. And what it does is it gives a running indication on both your tire pressure and the temperature on your tire. So there could be an issue with the tire that pertains to something else, whether it be axles or brakes, that would create heat. We want you to know about that. So if there's a problem, we want you to be able to get it taken care of before there's a blowout or concern on that.
Now, is this a TP message that you guys created, or are you partnering with somebody else?
So we're partnering with TST.
Yep. Okay.
So TST is a division of PSI. PSI has 80% of the commercial trucking market in the industry. So these guys are very well versed on the system. Yes, very, very good guys. So they've been absolutely incredible to work with. But that's new on the 2022s for us this year.
Okay.
From your sidewall construction, your floors, those types of things, that construction is going to be universally through High Country, Montana. So you're not varying your construction qualities of it. It's really your amenities and appointments between the High Country, Montana, and the Legacy.
Okay, so they're all pretty much the same in the assembly and construction aspect. It's just
that's correct.
A little upgrades and finishes and things like that.
And then there is a little bit of variance of floor plans offering between High Country and Montana as well.
Okay.
This is cool.
Large pass-through with the drop frames
Oh,
here.
honey, let's see if I can fit.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of people will say this is a second bedroom.
It is.
So you have the drop frame, which gives you more height in your storage, and that's standard across the board on all things Montana.
You can't tell.
But when you look at it, there's some different things that we've done from consumer feedback. A lot of brands out there have the slam latches and they have the magnet catches.
Correct.
Exclusive to Keystone this year, we've got a positive catch latch that's right there. So if you're dealing in a heavy wind condition, when you close that up, it latches. Here again, that's feedback from our consumers.
Right.
So we're saying, so we went to our vendor suppliers and we specifically designed that for a positive catch, and that's exclusive to Keystone that differentiates us. So yeah, from when you're looking at a lot of the features on the outside, you're going to be a multi-seasonal coach. I always cautiously don't say we're 4-season. No one in the industry is 4-season, because that means North Dakota in January we should be able to camp, right?
Yeah,
but
who would want to?
Right, who wants to, right? So we have enclosed underbelly. We have heated holding tanks with a thermal foil down there with ample insulation, and then you have those heat pads directly on your tank that are thermostatically self-controlled to ensure those tanks don't freeze. Roof construction, you have a TPO, thermal polyolefin roof that's going to chalk and oxidize less than rubber on the roof. We have our 200 watts of solar standard on every single Montana we build.
Really?
With options of upgrades,
Okay, so it's standard on that.
So we have
Well, that's because of the new
solar program. So what we do is we have everything we build, we do a Solar Flex 200 package up there. And the reason we landed on 200, and this is imperative for the customers to know, so 200 is the minimal amount you need in order to charge 2 RV batteries in 1 day of peak sunlight. So that panel is going to make sure that we charge those batteries completely up in 1 day peak sunlight. So it keeps them topped off. How does that benefit the customer? Because some people are going to say, I don't need solar, I'm not going to go boondocking. Well, there's 12 volt sensitive items that are on your coach.
That's right.
Like your level up.
That's right.
And your in-command system and particular slide systems. If you don't have fully charged batteries, they're not going to operate.
That's right.
So what we've done for the customer is we've done that deep dive study in our engineering department to understand what level of wattage we need on the roof. What's the best charge controller to ensure that we're converting that energy into the battery bank correctly and at max efficiency, so we can keep fully charged batteries to ensure that everything is usable on their coach, aiding in the better consumer experience for the customer. Now, we've taken it one step further because people are using RVs differently today. Especially post-pandemic, we're seeing a big change in the consumer and how
full-timers
come in, their mobile offices, their mobile schoolrooms, their vacation homes, right? So we said the reason we called Solar Flex program is because we want the consumer to be able to flex the system.
Yeah.
So because you start with 200, that does not mean you're limited to 200. So from the flex standpoint, you can go. If you say 200 is not enough for us, maybe 300 is. So we have built in the system such that all the behind the scenes work from the prepping has been done to save the cost of adding those into onto the coach. But the benefit, the big benefit for the customer is when a authorized Keystone dealer adds that part, it now takes on the warranty of their coach. So typically in today's world, if you're putting added options on, you're not getting the warranty from it. So we built the program such that those parts that get added to flex your Solar Flex also takes on the manufacturer's warranty, which is a huge benefit as well.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. We think so too. So another thing we talk about when we see the front caps, so this one is a full body paint, but also our standard caps also take paint as well. Unique to Keystone, we have our own paint facility. So we control the type of products that are used on that, the procurement times, all the solutions we control in-house because we have our own paint facility for that. So whether it's a full body paint or just painting the cap, we're in control of that quality. Where some of the competition, they're using a third-party business, and they're standing in line for all things other in the RVs getting painted. So it's a great benefit for us to be able to control that quality, control the production, set times, procurement times, all those types of things for our own products.
How many people order a unit with full body paint versus just your standard decap?
Well, we've seen an immense amount of uptick on the full body paint in the last year and a half. I would say we're probably about 10%, right around there. Yeah. So, and it's usually an order out situation. So if the customer's going on the lot, they land on the floor plan they want, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be ordering it in. So that varies the production as far as the amount that we sell, just because it's going to be normally an order out situation.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Cool. Why don't we talk real quickly just about what the legacy package is?
Okay.
So there's going to be some consumers that understand, they're like, I get the high country and I get the Montana, but what do I get with the legacy? So that's an upgraded option. We talked about the disc brakes.
Correct.
Big benefit for that. You're going to have the side cameras and the rear backup cameras on the legacy package.
Huge.
You're going to have a fiberglass rear cap, power cord reel. Those 50 amp cords get heavy, right? And there's
listen, I try to do it.
Yeah,
you know, can learn. No way.
Try doing it in February in Indiana. Forget about it. Like, it's not happening. Like,
drag it.
It's like bending steel pipe. So that's all going to be part of that package. That's going to give them an upgrade and tier their unit up a little bit. And typically, the legacy is where we see a consumer's going to order a legacy, full body paint. They might even opt to go a little heavier with solar. Because on that Solar Flex program that we talked about, and I'm not sure if Jeff mentioned it the other day, exclusive to Montana is the Solar Flex 1200 IF.
Yep.
And that's only available on Montana. We love that we have that little niche over everyone else, but incredible system. So what's it going to do for the customer? And Jeff might have touched about it. It's going to allow them to be very robust off-grid camping.
And need a light.
So you have a switch right here that allows you to retract the cord in. So you're going to manually pull it out, and then you're going to retract that cord in through the switch.
Shut the front door.
Isn't that awesome?
Look at all the room.
Okay, so we're inside the 3231 CK Center Kitchen. This floor plan, we're in the legacy package, full body paint Montana, as we talked about. So obviously very residential features, what we see in the trend in the industry. But we were talking about that solar program a little bit. So we have the residential refrigerator in here. So now we have the inverter in here, right? So the inverter is going to run our refrigerator, and that's a big change we're seeing in the industry. A lot of people on the West Coast say, man, we need the gas electric. Well, now that you have solar that can keep 2 batteries charged, this residential refrigerator is incredibly efficient. So you could run off those batteries for a considerable amount of time. But we also invert other outlets inside the coach. So your TV, your refrigerator, your microwave, and then additional outlets are inverted. So let's say we're at a Harvest Host overnight, and we're at a winery in the morning, we want to wake up and have a cup of coffee. we've inverted some of those outlets where you can plug in and do so before you go and not have to fire up the generator, not have to worry about whether you're plugged in. So immense amount of benefit. And I tell you that because if you come in, you don't visually see
Right,
that.
those are things you don't
want to
see.
talk about. But some of the visual things that are unique to Montana. So in our segment at this point, very few of the manufacturers are all solid wood. So when you look at your doors, they're wood, but when you look at the face frame of everything, they would be a wrapped.
Correct.
These are all solid wood. So that gives you an incredible quality, a very nice look and match.
Yeah, oh, you can feel it, yeah.
But what I always point out is these units are going down the road, they're going through many earthquakes every time we move.
That's what I say in my video.
In solid wood, you get better screw and staple retention. So your cabinetry is gonna hold up longer all the way around.
Love it.
You have
Pull that out.
You have the pull-out storage there, and then he has
This is cool.
hidden storage.
That's
I
excellent.
love it.
So some other things that you don't visually see, because a lot of times when people come in sales, they're going to point out things like, we have a residential refrigerator. Okay, yeah, I know that, I see it. So some of the things that you don't see that we've done in our innovation lab in the last year, ACs and HVACs all about efficiency. Right? So we want to maximize the output from the furnace, from the air conditioners. And what we did at Keystone is we designed a new AC shroud setup. Blade Pure is what we call it. But when you look over here, you're going to see this AC shroud. So we've centralized the AC shroud for the return air to maximize the amount of return air. We got 20 to 30% more CFMs with this system centralizing the air in the return. We worked with our supplier to design the shroud such that it minimizes the noise, so it's still incredibly quiet. And some testing, we found it to be even quieter, depending on the floor plan. And the third thing we did that was the new and first time ever in the industry, we provided an air filter on the return air. So that's a MERV 9 air filtration system. Every other RV in the industry has MERV 0. It doesn't do anything for them. Right? So it's MERV 0, so which isn't good. The MERV 0 is not good. So you have a 1-inch thick 9x9 air filtration system there that's going to clean that air. And so it's taking the dust mites out, the pollen, all those types of things, and it's an off-the-shelf filter. So lots of changes happen in 2022, specifically behind you there, the entertainment system.
Lovely.
So the JBL system here, it's unique in the such that it has what's called a MyZone system in it. And it allows the consumer to have music be playing here, outside, and then we also put a JBL speaker in the bathroom. How cool is that?
She's always...
I know mine.
Yeah, right? I know. I'm always listening to music in the bath, right? So you can listen at all three locations separately at the same time. So when you look at...
I do like the pop-up outlet on the counter there.
Yeah.
Yes, those are, so, and when you see the sticker right here, that's indicating that that's inverted. Right. So anytime you see that yellow sticker, so now I know I can put my coffee pot there and it'll operate off of the batteries from the inverted.
Not only is this a very large kitchen, which is lovely, but you've got a lot of counter space and so much cabinet. Everything is really well done.
Well, let's go up and check out the bedroom.
Check out.
Yeah.
I love this configuration, Jeff. Do you know that? Necessity, maybe. Drop it down. You don't need it, you know? Does this fold all the way down at all?
No, this stays stationary to the wall. But what's nice about this system is it's mounted directly to the wall, so there's no post in between. Down below.
No kidding.
So taller adults, the knees, those types of area gives them ample room down below. So in the bedroom this year, guys, is a number of changes as well. So first and foremost, you'll see that these shelves are up here. So a lot of the customers have CPAP situations where they need it. So we have a shelf there that will accommodate it. Then we also have the power outlet right there close by to plug into. If they're not in a position where they need a CPAP, certainly it's going to hold readers, it's going to hold tablets, water, those types of things, and it gets that out of the way, so you're not rolling over and on top of it.
And you're not missing any space, bed, or anything. It's full, broad,
Yeah, we like that.
I want to point out something here that's pretty unique. I don't know if you can see this here.
Oh, so
this is,
I can turn it over.
Princess and the Pea, right? So do you like a firm mattress or do you like a soft mattress? So we give you that option of being able to flip this over to have a softer side or a firmer side depending on how you like to sleep. A lot of consumers are saying, man, I love my coach, but I didn't like the mattress. So we're giving a better option here for you. It's all core foam. but it's designed such that you have the soft side and the firm side, so it's something unique. It's those details of why we're different, right?
Now, all that needs to happen is somewhere, somehow, we can split that so we can put soft on this side.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, have
It's
to have
exactly
that
right. I
right.
hear you. We haven't gone sleep number yet, so we can't have that variation. Closets are ample amount of storage space.
Yeah, look
It
at
covers
that.
the whole front, which is great. And
Wow.
and guys, in full profile fifth wheels, you can't compromise on closets. You have to have a ton
No
of storage.
kidding.
And then we have the hamper right there.
Look at that, Joe.
Yeah, all ready to go.
The
And then
washer
of
and
course
dryer.
your washer and dryer prep area right there. That if you don't use the washer and dryer, it can become additional storage.
Right.
You don't use the wash and dryer, you're silly.
Yeah, we have a washer and dryer. We
Yeah.
couldn't do it without it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice drawers here for additional storage, and then you have your entertainment center up here with your 32-inch TV.
Yep.
So checks a lot of the boxes for sure.
Sure does.
Yeah.
I like the barn door too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a great
I do
style,
too.
great look. Of course, the trend is certainly lighter in colors, and
Yeah.
but still keeping a very neutral palette, because some people are going to come in and they want their own different bedspread and window pillows and those types of things. Yeah.
We tore
So,
out
yeah.
the day we
I did.
went to the lot. We,
Yeah.
we gave the salesperson, said, "Here, you can have all
No,
this."
yeah, right. We got this. We know what we're doing. Yeah.
You put another
That's-
one.
I always say that's making a house a home,
Yeah,
right? Like
exactly.
you're going to make it
Yeah.
yours, so you're going to do some changes on it, but giving you a neutral palette to work from is
Yeah.
important.
Right.
So,
Yep. Now this bathroom.
Yes, so the bathroom, we did some changes this year, and it's one
Nice,
of those
big
things, we have the
bathroom.
nice vestibule sinks.
Incredible.
But here's the things that we want to point out about a vestibule sink. Because the sink's not going below the countertop, it gives us more
Have all that. Mhm.
space down there, which has allowed us to put an additional drawer
Right.
in here. And then we picked out bowls that allows your countertop to go all the way in,
Mm-hmm.
so you have additional countertop space in the bathroom. That's always a premium countertop space in the bathroom.
Absolutely.
So we have a nice storage there, medicine cabinet,
And is it dual medicine cabinets here or just the
just
center?
the one
Just
in
the
the
one.
center,
Okay.
and then the mirrors are mounted directly on the wall.
Got it.
You have the nice fiberglass surround shower.
Yeah, this
With
is
the
exactly
seat.
what we have. Well, almost exactly.
It's bigger,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's the same size as ours.
Yep. Guys, JBL speaker in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's
so we're
cool.
gonna rock out when you're getting ready for the day.
Yeah.
That's
And she
pretty
does
cool.
it every morning.
Yeah.
She carries her Bose speaker.
I
in the
do.
gas-
I know.
Foo Fighters are blasting all the
Yeah,
time.
I have it. I have it. Yeah.
Always.
A little David Grohl to get you rolling in the morning. Yep.
All day. Hey, Jeff,
All right,
can you do
everybody.
this? More coverage.
Oh, more storage.
There's your
Little
panel.
coat closets. Yep. Control panel for everything. Well, this is it, guys.
Well, I hope we covered some unique things for you. Some of the stuff that you normally wouldn't see, because that's what I think is important,
Yeah.
and that's our job at the show is, get behind the curtain a little bit and showcase some of the stuff that we do different. What you got going there?
Yeah, I was
Come
gonna say,
on.
Joe.
You break it, you buy it.
All done.
No, come on. That's right. It's like, what can we break around here so we can buy this new
Right.
So,
Oh, God.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we wanted to cover some of those things that are unique and different, but I think I touched on a number of times, the consumer drives their product. And
Yeah.
so that's the success story of our brand, and we'll continue to do that. That's the things that are important to our customer. We're going to continue to drive
Yeah.
and put that in our coach.
Well, this has been fantastic, Colin. We thank you very
Thank
much
you,
for
guys.
your time today.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
absolutely. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
All the
Yeah,
time.
absolutely.
All right, everyone. That was asking to see the Montana. There's
You
several
got
of you.
the best.
You got a detailed review on Montana by Keystone. All right, that's it. We're on to the next. Okay, we're back. Hope you enjoyed that. So I admit it's a little longer than we typically like to have, but it is very informative. Got a lot of information in there, and I gotta say, we were kind of impressed with the Montana. So, before we go, I promised you there's something here that I think you're gonna laugh at. Joe finally found something that she's very passionate about. Take a look at this.
I don't know what this was.
Hey Joe,
Yes.
come check out this store.
This it is insane, the size of it.
A walk-in closet, everybody. With shoe racks.
Shut the front door. This is all mine.
Okay, this is Joe's little room. Bye-bye, JoJo. So don't forget to hit that little like, subscribe, and ring that bell to let you know when I'm releasing a new video. And for those of you who are commenting, we really appreciate that. That helps us out a lot. And for those of you that want to do a little something extra, please go ahead and hit that join button. That would mean a great deal to us if you want to support us a little further. Well, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Make it a great bucket list day. Goodbye.